Hi, my name's Tom Martin. I'm a photography lecturer here at Lincoln University, but I'm also a documentary photographer, and I work documenting the work of charities and NGOs. As a photographer, I've travelled all around the world. I've lived in Rwanda, I've worked in places like Bangladesh and South Sudan and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. One of the things I'm really interested in as a documentary photographer is different ways of telling stories and different ways of getting an insight into the situation that you're representing. One of the things that you notice when you're trying to document these situations is that you can't possibly understand it. You can't possibly understand what's happening in these communities and what people are having to deal with there and what's important to them. So we gave cameras to people in the community and got them to photograph things which mattered to them. They had 2 hours to go and photograph someone in the community that they felt needed protection. This is taken by a police officer. He was having to arrest street children on a regular basis and punish them for minor crimes like stealing food. A lot of the people that fight in these conflicts are subject to horrendous conditions from a very young age. As you can understand, in a society like this, which is right on the edge of war and peace, with very little resources, mental health provision is almost non-existent. So my work is really about building up multiple points of view so you can understand a situation visually from inside, from outside, and from above. No one stands out for me more than a young man I met when I was working in Rwanda called Adolf. I was documenting sites of genocide in Rwanda for an NGO, and the images were going to be used as part of a national archive. I arrived at the church in Nyamata, and he proceeded to show me around this church where 40,000 people had been murdered in the Rwandan genocide. As they were starting to kill people in this church, he hid under the bodies of his family, and by hiding there managed to escape the Interahamwe that were killing people there. These are actually the bones of Adolf's family that he saw being killed when he was a young boy. And it was that moment that I thought, you know, if I could take one fragment of this young man's humility and resilience and energy and spirit, it would make me a better human by 1,000. And those encounters stay with you. And the memories of those people stay with me and help me make decisions in everyday life today. But also I've kind of discovered over the years, after spending about 9 years on the road, travelling almost constantly, is that travel's a state of mind. Start looking around me and experiencing the world as if you're looking at it with a fresh pair of eyes, and you can see things closer to home that you just would never normally see.